Every morning, millions of seniors wake up with the best intentions. They stretch, they reach, they move their bodies, hoping to feel energized. After all, stretching is what we have been told keeps us flexible and young. But what if I told you that some of these common morning stretches could actually be making you weaker? Instead of helping, they are quietly sabotaging your balance, your strength, and even your independence. You see, the human body, especially after age 50, changes in ways that make certain movements risky. Muscles lose mass and elasticity. Joints become less lubricated and more fragile. And according to the National Institute on Aging, adults over 65 lose about 1% of their muscle strength each year if they are not actively maintaining it. Now imagine stretching cold, stiff muscles first thing in the morning without preparation. It is like pulling on a frozen rubber band. Instead of improving flexibility, you risk tiny micro-tears that weaken the muscle fibers further. Over time, these tiny damages accumulate, leading to decreased stability, slower reflexes, and a higher chance of dangerous falls. Falls are no small matter. According to the CDC, falls are the leading cause of injury among older Americans, sending millions to the emergency room each year. So what feels like a simple, harmless stretch could actually set in motion a chain of events that robs you of your freedom. That is not to scare you. It is to empower you with better knowledge. Because when you know better, you can do better. And protecting your stability begins the moment you wake up. Let us first understand why certain morning habits might not be serving you well. When you first wake up, your muscles are cold, and your blood circulation is still slow. This means your joints are stiffer and your reflexes dulled. In fact, research from the Mayo Clinic highlights that seniors are at a 30% higher risk of muscle strains when stretching cold muscles. Most traditional morning stretches, like deep toe touches or aggressive hamstring pulls, are designed for younger bodies. For a senior body, these stretches can pull joints beyond safe ranges, causing micro-damage to tendons and ligaments. More importantly, they can throw off your balance. Imagine reaching for your toes, feeling a sudden pull in your lower back, and then struggling to regain your footing. That slight instability adds up over time. It chips away at your confidence and makes you more hesitant to move freely. Fear of falling is one of the major reasons seniors reduce their daily activities. And when you move less, you lose even more strength. It is a vicious cycle, but it is not inevitable. By adjusting your morning routine, you can break that cycle. You can start your day building stability instead of sacrificing it. And that choice begins with knowledge and small, consistent action. One of the biggest culprits in morning routines is the classic toe touch stretch. You stand tall, reach down to touch your toes, and feel a pull along your back and hamstrings. It seems harmless, even helpful, but for seniors, it can be a hidden danger. Forward bending while the spine is still cold can create tiny tears in the discs and supporting tissues. Over time, this can contribute to herniated discs, chronic back pain, and decreased balance. According to the American Physical Therapy Association, back problems account for nearly 20% of all senior hospital visits related to mobility issues. Think about that for a moment. Something as simple as a daily stretch done the wrong way could be setting you up for years of discomfort and difficulty. It is not about blaming yourself. It is about realizing that small changes can make a huge difference. Instead of forcing a deep stretch first thing in the morning, Consider starting with supportive, seated movements. For example, seated knee lifts help engage the hip flexors and core without overloading the spine. Gentle seated marches wake up the lower body. Circulation safely. These alternatives respect where your body is right now and help build real usable strength. Because strength is not about how far you can bend. It is about how steadily and confidently you can move through your life. Another common mistake is aggressive hamstring stretching while standing. You might see people place one foot on a chair or step and lean forward deeply. This move can feel like it is doing good, but for seniors, it often compromises balance. When you lean forward aggressively, you shift your center of gravity away from your stable base. If the muscles around your hips and ankles are not fully engaged, you could tip or stumble. The danger is even higher if you are doing this first thing in the morning, when reaction times are slower. Data from the CDC shows that hip fractures caused by falls result in hospitalization for over 300,000 older Americans each year. A simple loss of balance during stretching can cascade into months of recovery or permanent loss of mobility. Again, the solution is not to fear movement, but to respect timing and method. Warm up gently first. Move your joints through comfortable ranges without pushing. Start seated or standing with both feet flat on the ground for better support. Seated hamstring curls or slow side taps are far safer ways to activate the legs without risking imbalance. Your morning routine should make you feel stronger, not more vulnerable. It should set a foundation of security and strength that lasts all day long. You might be asking, if traditional stretches are risky, then how should I start my mornings? The answer lies in dynamic warm-ups. Dynamic warm-ups involve moving your joints and muscles through gentle, controlled motions. They increase blood flow, gradually wake up your nervous system, and prime your body for the day. Instead of holding a position, you flow from one small movement to the next. Examples include seated leg lifts, arm circles, slow shoulder rolls, or gentle torso twists. According to research from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, seniors who performed 10 minutes of dynamic warm-ups daily improved balance scores by 22% over 8 weeks. That is a major improvement for such a simple change. The goal is to gently prepare your body for movement, not to force flexibility onto a cold, stiff frame. Gentle arm swings help awaken shoulder and upper back muscles. Seated marches activate your hips and thighs. Side to side taps engage your core and improve coordination. These small, thoughtful motions build the kind of strength that matters most as you age. Strength that keeps you steady, mobile, and independent. Another important shift is to focus more on balance and stability rather than extreme flexibility. Flexibility is valuable, but without strength and control, it can actually lead to injury. Think of flexibility as a tool. Without stability to back it up, that tool can slip and cause harm. Balance-focused movements in the morning set a safer, more powerful tone for the entire day. Gentle weight shifts, seated heel raises, and controlled trunk rotations are examples of simple exercises that nurture balance. According to the National Council on Aging, 1 in 4 Americans over age 65 falls each year, and falls are the leading cause of fatal injuries in seniors. That statistic is not meant to scare you, but to highlight how critical balance work truly is. You do not have to accept instability as an inevitable part of aging. Your body can adapt. It can get stronger and more stable with the right kind of movement. Balance is not something you either have or lose. It is a skill you can train and improve at any age. Every small choice you make in the morning shapes that skill. Choosing thoughtful stability, focused movements is an investment in your freedom and your confidence. Let us take a closer look at a better morning routine. Imagine you wake up and instead of diving into deep stretching, you sit on the edge of your bed. You start with simple ankle circles, waking up the joints that carry you all day. Then you gently march your knees up and down, activating your hips and thighs. You roll your shoulders, slowly feeling your upper back awaken. These movements are not dramatic, but they are powerful. They send a message to your nervous system that says, we are getting ready, we are preparing safely. Research from the Journal of Gerontology shows that seniors who consistently perform mobility-based morning routines maintain functional independence significantly longer than those who do not. That independence is priceless. It means being able to get out of a chair without struggling. It means stepping onto a sidewalk without fear. It means carrying your groceries or playing with your grandkids without second-guessing your stability. And it all starts with the choices you make when the day is fresh and new, the small movements that build big strength, gentle beginnings that lead to powerful lives. You might be wondering, how long should my morning movement routine take? The answer might surprise you. Almost 10 to 15 minutes can set a positive tone for your entire day. It is not about quantity. It is about consistency and intention. 10 mindful minutes, focusing on mobility, stability, and blood flow, can do more for your strength than an hour of random, unfocused movement. Start with 2 or 3 movements that feel accessible. Seated, marches, ankle pumps, shoulder rolls, trunk rotations. If you enjoy it, you can gradually add more variety. Maybe some seated side taps or slow standing weight shifts while holding onto a sturdy surface. The key is to move with awareness, to feel your body warming up, awakening, preparing to carry you confidently through the hours ahead. Research from Harvard Health indicates that seniors who incorporate daily functional movement routines report 35% fewer fall incidents than those who do not. That is real protection you can give yourself. And it begins with 10 simple minutes each morning. And here is something else to remember. Your morning movement is not just about physical strength. It sets your emotional tone too. When you start your day by moving intentionally with care and purpose, you are sending a message to your mind, a message that says, I value myself. I am investing in my health and future. That mindset shifts everything. Studies from the American Psychological Association and show that seniors who engage in regular morning movement report higher levels of optimism and lower levels of depression compared to those who remain sedentary. Movement is medicine, not just for your body, but for your spirit. Every gentle ankle circle, every mindful shoulder roll is a declaration that you are still here, still vibrant, still choosing life fully. That energy carries forward into every conversation, every errand, every interaction you have throughout the day. Morning movement is about so much more than joints and muscles. It is about cultivating a spirit of resilience, joy, and vitality. It is about refusing to let age define your possibilities, and it all begins with that first simple decision to move wisely each morning. So what might a sample morning sequence look like? Here is one you can try starting tomorrow. Sit comfortably on the edge of your bed or a sturdy chair. Begin with 5 slow ankle circles each direction on each foot. Next, perform gentle seated marches, lifting each knee slowly, 5 to 10 times. Then do small arm circles forwards and backwards 5 times each. Follow with seated trunk rotations, turning gently to each side. Finish with deep, slow breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through pursed lips. This entire sequence can take less than 10 minutes, but it will set a tone of strength and mindfulness for the day ahead. And if you want to add a bit more later, you can incorporate gentle standing movements while holding onto a counter or sturdy chair. Maybe some slow side-to-side weight shifts or supported calf raises. Always listen to your body move with care and celebrate every small improvement. Progress is not about doing it perfectly. It is about showing up consistently and honoring your body with kindness. Your muscles, joints, and spirit will thank you. Remember, progress is personal. It does not matter how high you can lift your knee or how wide you can circle your ankle. What matters is that you are choosing movement over stagnation. That choice builds momentum over time. Small, consistent actions accumulate into real lasting strength. According to the CDC, seniors who engage in regular physical activity have a 30% lower risk of early death compared to those who are inactive. That is not about fear. It is about empowerment. You have more influence over your health future than you might think. Your daily choices matter far more than your genetics or your age. When you greet each morning with thoughtful, intentional movement, you are rewriting the story your body is telling. You are choosing strength over frailty, vitality over resignation, hope over fear. And that choice made day after day becomes who you are. So tomorrow when you wake up, pause for a moment, feel the weight of your body against the bed or the chair. Take a deep breath and smile to yourself. Remind yourself that you are choosing strength today. You are choosing to honor your body and its incredible capacity to heal, adapt, and thrive. Start with gentle ankle circles or a simple march in place. Move with care, not force. Focus on awakening rather than forcing. This is not about punishing your body for aging. It is about partnering with it, honoring it, celebrating it. Your muscles are listening. Your joints are listening. Your spirit is listening. Give them the message they deserve. A message of kindness, resilience, and enduring strength. Strong, stable, confident movement does not disappear with age unless you let it. Your body is remarkably adaptable even now. Studies from the National Institute on Aging confirm that seniors who maintain light daily movement routines preserve muscle mass and balance significantly better than sedentary peers. You are not powerless. You are powerful beyond measure. Every morning offers a fresh opportunity to strengthen that power. It starts with one thoughtful movement, one breath of gratitude, one choice to say yes to your vitality. This is not just about moving your legs or arms. It is about moving forward into a life filled with more strength, more balance, and more freedom. So tomorrow and every day after, choose to move, choose to strengthen, choose to live fully. Your muscles are ready, your spirit is ready, and your best days are not behind you, they are waiting ahead. It all begins with one wise morning step.